things, distributions that like you might get shit sent to your mailbox. You might get shit fucking handed to you at some sort of public event. Or like I've seen so many weird things. So the interesting thing I like about doing it this way is that like everybody has pretty much equal access to upload essentially as much as you want to wherever. You can put your message out there. Now the trick is, what are you going to put in your message and how are you going to put it together? So I kind of like this because it reminds me of VHS. I think I might have to put some type of anti-noise shit in there. I don't know. Fuck. But let's see if we can do that midstream. What'll happen? Because I know it's got the fucking ability, but you can see it on the fucking air conditioner. Advanced properties, device settings, advanced. Let's try anti-flicker. Now for other recordings, you can see that the color boost, oh, that didn't help at all. That made it worse. I can turn it back off. Turn it right the fuck back off, because if it's looking worse on the fucking machine that's making the video, then it's gonna look worse than everything else. You guys might not even see what I'm seeing. I am seeing some fucked up flashing of colors across certain parts here. I think it's more likely the color boost, and I'm not gonna worry about that right now. So these are the slow burn papers that go over to fucking stop smoking. Alright, so if you're using this software, there's going to be a file created timestamp and a file modified timestamp. And on the modern file systems, what it does is it creates the file the instant it starts to create the file. With this software, it creates the file on the file system at the same instant it begins to actually create the file. And then the modified time should be the last. Okay. Now it might be inverted, maybe I described it wrong, maybe on your computer it works different, but you're going to see multiple different timestamps. Okay. I'm not talking about this one. But this one will correlate to the file name, and the file name is going to correlate to the incident that triggered the recording. So whatever triggered the recording is gonna that's what that timestamp is. And with these settings, there's basically about 5 seconds previous to that'll be recorded. So if I walk into the shot, what will happen is you'll see the 5 seconds before I walk into the shot on the video that's created. If it was triggered by the sound, then there's not necessarily going to be anything on the video, but you would see the same thing. The same effect would happen depending on how many seconds you set it to, because it might be different than the camera itself. You can set it to well, the point is, you'll hear the 5 seconds prior to the noise that triggers the recording. Okay, so bear in mind, the motion detection sensitivity won't necessarily start recording just because there's movement on the camera. So you might be able to look at the feed and see something happening and interpret that with being able to look at it, that the computer itself might not be able to process as this is motion, or this is a person, or this is what. It might not be able to do that, or you might not have the sensitivity high enough. So it can be very useful. For example, if someone's walking directly towards your camera, let's say up a long driveway or something, and when they first enter the shot, probably won't set off the recording. Okay, so you're going to want a few seconds beforehand. Okay, so as they're walking up, you will get the few seconds before the incident that actually sets off and triggers the recording. Is that enough lessons for video software? I don't always know what's worth talking to people about. Stray goods. I see a lot of people